I do just want to make a little note before I start today's video. Um, I am so happy that we were able to get the channel up to 100 subscribers. It does truly mean a lot to me. I know my videos are nothing special or new, I should say, but it does mean a lot to me that people at least enjoy my content. They want to subscribe to the channel, and I do enjoy making these videos. And I will say, I know I keep saying and, I will say though, um, I do not expect anything big. I do not expect any sponsors or big YouTuber stuff like that. I make these videos for fun, and the fact that I do see people watching them, it is really reassuring that people want to see this stuff. Um, I think that's pretty much it for my rant. See ya. How's it going, guys? Today we're taking a look at the Taibai company's knockoff Transformers Age of Extinction, Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, and subsequently Nemesis Prime. Right off the bat, I do not know what Taibai is. I was browsing AliExpress just one day, and I noticed they had this guy on sale for like $42. So I figured I'd pick up both the Nemesis version and the Optimus Prime version. And I want to say, out of the two of them, the most appealing is obviously the black one. It is a knockoff oversize of the Age of Extinction Voyager class Optimus Prime. And for the most part, it feels really good. I will say, though, with the Nemesis, there was a minor human error while transforming him the other day. I applied too much pressure in one spot and snapped Optimus or Nemesis Prime in half. I did subsequently do a fix on him. I ended up drilling through where the broken peg or the broken mushroom peg is, and where it would connect to his waist. So I sent a screw going all the way down and subsequently fixed it. It holds together. I'm able to transform it back and forth now, but he no longer has a waist swivel, so a compromise was made. But no, they're both really fun toys. Other than that, obviously you got the Nemesis Prime decal going on here with the purple and the black and the red, while you got the Optimus detail going on with the red, the silver, the blue. Do want to make this known though, it is the Age of Extinction Voyager toy, but it is, from what I've seen, it is a knockoff of the Bumblebee movie version of the Age of Extinction toy. So you got bits such as these here, which we create as forearm guards, this entire back cover, and a bunch of other new stuff within the torso area. We're going to transform one of them, and I originally wanted the video to just be him because I've done enough Optimus Primes, but we will do him, but we'll also talk about Optimus too. Oh, I did forget to say, they do come with weapons. They fold up to create that back piece Optimus Prime always had in the movies. And then you got this piece folding up here. But subsequently, these turn into his guns. Optimus has one. Yeah. I'll show you more of that in just a moment. Transformation on Optimus is identical to the Bumblebee movie version of the toy. I'm going to pop these panels first, like so. Just loosen up a little bit. Apply pressure here, get your nail in. I will admit this part is a little hard to do. I'm gonna have to get a pry tool quickly. I know if I try and use my fingernail, it's gonna hurt. So I'm just gonna get a pry tool in there and just, oh Jesus. There we go. Get that in there. Now it'll allow us to bring this entire section down. Next, we're going to come back here, fold down the smokestacks, fold up that, open that up, some more new bits there. But we're going to just free up his arms, like so. Straighten them out. And we're going to try and work this through. There we go. Try and work that through while at the same time. Trying to bring his arms down in the process. You know, if you pulled up, it just shows you how unfamiliar I am with this version of the mold. There we go. Bringing those out fully will now allow us to work the arms around. I'll flip them up like so. And you can see the screw that I use to feed into the crotch piece. So I'm going to fold up this bit. Fold it around. Disconnect that. Now we're going to work at the lower section of the truck. I'm going to move the camera quickly. Camera's on the desk now because he's going to get tall. So we're going to split the legs. Carefully bring them down like so. If you guys can hear background noise, I am so sorry. The grandmothers are playing with my son right now. I'm going to bring his toe out. And try and use, there we go. Use the transformation bit to bring that panel forward. So now we can bring his entire foot and subsequently calf section out. Close that. Rotate his toes around. And that's one set of toes there. For his legs, or correction, for his thigh wheels, I'm going to fold this forward and bring this up. Collapse the wheel back in so it's facing straight. So you got something looking like that. Next, you're just going to unpeg this wheel well and bring it all the way down and around. Same thing on this side. I'm going to bring that forward. Going to get his toe and foot out. Like so. Excellent. Now rotate the toes. There we go. Close up that panel. Flip up that tire. Fold that forward first. Peg it in. And then bring this wheel arch around. That is his legs all ready to go. Now we're going to raise the camera up and work on his entire abdomen. So we're going to bring down his, oh, pardon the malfunction. I think my tripod is finally telling me it's time to retire. So we're going to bring his entire abdomen section down here. Then we're going to fold in his pectorials. Just loosely hold them there for now. This entire back piece is going to come up. We're going to fold out his exhaust or smokestacks. Now we can undo what we just did earlier. Making sure everything is tabbed into place. Right there and there. Secure that. Now we can fold these panels down like so. Carefully unpeg this panel and flip it up on an angle like that. And that. Till it looks like that. Now for the shoulder pads, we're just going to straighten them out like so. And his arms, we're going to fold in the side mirror. There and there. And we are going to also use the double hinge to bring this entire shoulder pad, or correction, not shoulder pad, forearm pad back. Like so. So it is like that. Is that it? Are we done? I think we're done. And that is Nemesis Prime in his robot mode. And he looks pretty cool. I'm going to push him to the side there and bring the camera down. And now we're going to do the transformation quickly for Optimus Prime. And there we have the Taibai knockoff Optimus Prime and Nemesis Prime in their robot modes. And they're really good. I did realize I missed a transformation step when I did Nemesis. I did forget to fold out these little bits. I forgot to fold them out and angle them. There we go. But yeah, they feel pretty good in robot mode, at least. I will say they do feel knockoff-ish, and it is to be expected when it comes to buying stuff off of AliExpress. But these two I find are really good bang for your buck. I'm definitely going to put the link down in the description to where you can pick these two up in AliExpress. But yeah, obviously you got one that looks like the movie Prime from Age of Extinction. Then you got one that is Nemesis Prime from Age of Extinction. And yeah, they both look pretty good together. Since this is technically Nemesis video, we're just going to bring him in now. And he does have the face gimmick, or face changing gimmick. I do want to point out the nice detail on his maskless face. I love the red eyes. And as traditional with any Optimus Prime that has a face changing gimmick, we can just flip up his head. Carefully rotate it, because that was tight as hell. There we go. And you got a really nice battle mask mode. Granted, the eye on his right eye there is poorly painted, to say the least. But 42 bucks. I ain't gonna say anything. But going across the figure, it is beautifully detailed. As I did state earlier, his entire section is screwed together and officially glued, so waist swivel is not an option on this toy. But I'm not too concerned about it, because his swivel is still fine. Right there. So when I do posability, I'll use Optimus. Stay. Stay Prime. So yeah, I love the way he looks. Obviously, since it is a Optimus Prime, it always looks good in black. I love how screen accurate the robot itself is. Both Optimus and Nemesis do have this gimmick. Just open up their chest a bit. The gimmick just fell. But you have a spot to put a tiny matrix in. And it is metal, just like the grill top, or the top grill section here. It is metal, and it does peg right in, similar to how the MPM would. If I could fit it in there. Very tiny. I'll fight it after. Got it. But yeah. And he does have metal bits to him. From what I can see, his lower abdomen and upper abdomen area, for the grill section at least, is metal, same as his chest. Or not chest, same as his matrix. These panels here are metal. I can say that safely because I see the paint chipping already. Other than that, I can't really tell if anything else is metal on the figure, other than those two sections. Close up his chest, make sure the matrix doesn't fall out. Yeah. There we go. Like I did state earlier, he does have a weapon that can store on his back. So when it's in this configuration, we can align these two peg holes with these two pegs here. And it is a little hard to get in. But once we do, it is pretty much not going to go anywhere. Oh, come on. The toy's going to fight me now. Anyway. Not going to put it all the way in because it's going to be a pain in the ass to get it out after. But that's how his back would look. And you could fold the weapon up like that so it looks at least somewhat convenient or somewhat coherent. Yeah, that's all I can really say for the features. Oh, and he's got articulated hands. When you do have the weapon out and not plugged into his back, it can transform. Simply just flip out this section here on both sides. Oh, great. Get your pry tool to flip out this section on both sides. Like so. Bring them together. Like that. Fold that in. And that is his weapon. It can go into Optimus's hand, or in this case Nemesis. Just slide it in, make sure he grips around it, and there's going to be a peg that's going to go into the back of his hand right there. So he can securely wield his gun to either shoot Optimus Prime or Megatron or whatnot. Articulation for Prime, in this case Nemesis and Optimus, is fairly dynamic. They do have all the points you would expect in a modern day leader class toy. Get Nemesis to stand. So to start off articulation, we're going to come up to his head. Head can go not a full 360. I lied. He can look left and right that far. He can look down that far, as well as look up that far. Arms can do a full rotation around. Correction, they don't do a full rotation around because they hit into this. Ever since I broke Nemesis, I haven't bothered to mess with this. I'm discovering this stuff now. Moving his shoulder pad out of the way. Nice ratcheted going up that far. Bicep swivel. Well over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow thanks to transformation. Chest comes undone. Finger articulation as well as a wrist rotation. Right there. Waist can go all the way around. Legs can go up that far before undoing the wheel. Can go back that far. You have to move a bunch of stuff out of the way. Move the wheel out and it can go out that far. Thigh swivel. 90 degrees of bend at the knee. Fix the wheel again. Fix the wheel again. This is where you're supposed to plug in wheel. There we go. And he does also have paint scratch there. Ankle tilts and forwards and back, as well as toe movement. I find Optimus to be more loose than Nemesis there. And that is pretty much it for Optimus Prime. Or in this case, Nemesis. Optimus does also have the face-changing gimmick since they are the same toy. And that looks pretty good. And I think that is it. Yep. So that is the Taibai Transformers Age of Extinction knockoff oversized Optimus Prime. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye now.